Antonio, my partner is Carmen. We're talking about the business cycle of keynesian. My partner Carmen is talking about the business cycle.
What is the economic cycle? We know as economic cycle the change or fluctuations that frequently occur in economics. Generally, these cycles or fluctuations are unpredictable in most cases, ignoring their future behavior, since they do not follow an established pattern. However, it's usually stated that these changes respond to oscillations or variations in which one goes from a situation of economic growth or expansion to that of decrease or contractions. In the average phases of the market is when the no economic crises appear. Causes of the business cycle. The causes have been classified in external and internal. The climate cycles are considered as external causes since they are alien of the economic phenomena themselves. As an important internal cause has been pointing to imbalances between saving and investments.
The other point the business cycle is then
What the fiscal and monetary policy? Fiscal policy can be defined as the use of public spend and the collection of taxes to influence the economy, while the monetary policy is a set of actions carried out by the central bank whose purpose is to influence economic growth through management of monetary variables of the economy. Fiscal policy can be contrasted with the other main type of economic policy, monetary policy, which attempts to establish the economy by controlling interest rates and the supply of the money. The two main instruments of fiscal policy are public expenditure and tax, and monetary policy is expected to handle variables such as inflation, monetary issue, operation of the central bank, regulation of commercial banks, etc.
okay, we're talking about the keynesians. The state must created an economy through public spending and monetary policy. The components of national income are consumption, investment, and government expenditures. The other for the keynesian is the them. For example, the keynesian is other for the economic system, the exception that occurred during a liquid trap when the increase in the money supply did not reduce the rates of interest and therefore does not boost the product or employment. Keynes argued that it solves them to solve the problems and short them instead of waiting to market for the corrected things in the long term because as he wrote in the lower term we will be a debt. Is that, for example, debt is the bankrupt. Other for the keynesian is so inflation or employment. In this time, the inflation or employment is the most important. When a nation has a low inflation, it tends to experience higher unemployment rates, and when its inflation rates were higher, thus unemployment were lower. The people is confused in this point because the inflation or employment is a very fluid. Which industry should the government invest in? In Mexico, the industry is great. For example, the aerospace sector is a lot of money. Food sector is the most important in the country. In the health tourism, the hospital is the best in the country because it's the high class. The companies the most important in the country, for example, is the Televisa and Cemex, Bimbo, and CFE, the Commission Federal de Electricity, because the best companies in the country because have employees, have a lot of profits for shareholders, wherever people. The government is the substance is for this company. It's all for me and Carmen is all. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.